All right, welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're taking a close look at a financial app called Cash Advance Ava.
Mm.
And what we're going to do is unpack why this service, which promises you instant cash, actually lines up perfectly with financial fraud patterns that regulators have been warning about.
And it has such a perfect insidious hook. The app promises you quick money for like an unexpected car repair or a medical bill.
Right.
It says it connects you to lenders with no credit check, funds in minutes. They even advertise an APR up to 35%.
And that's high, but it's not illegal.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
technically legal. And that little detail gives it this veneer of legitimacy that can trick a lot of people.
Okay, so I think I see where this is going. If the rate is legal on the surface, why did this app get flagged? Where does that facade, start to crumble?
It all comes down to the plumbing. I mean, the complete and total lack of any real corporate infrastructure behind it. Once investigators started pulling back the layers on the developer info, the red flags just pop up one after another. And they match these explicit warnings from groups like, say, the Washington State Department of Financial Institutions.
So what did that background check actually turn up? Who's supposedly running this thing?
Well, the contradictions start immediately. The developer is listed as 1023 Highland KS LLC.
Okay.
It claims to operate out of Overland Park, Kansas, but the source material, it shows a residential street address, 0 commercial lending licenses, nothing you'd expect.
So it's a shell company.
It's basically a shell company, yeah.
Huh.
Set up cheaply just to give the impression of being a real business without any of the actual, verifiable parts.
And I'm guessing their contact info was just as sloppy.
Oh, absolutely. This is where it gets really telling. The support email is romanenkoalina195@gmail.com.
A Gmail address.
A Gmail address. And the developer contact is robertscore264@gmail.com. Another one. The DFI specifically says using non-business emails is like a primary red flag for a fraudulent operation.
Wait, so a residential address in Kansas, and they can't even spring for a business domain, but they want access to your bank account?
Yep.
That is almost funny. And I saw in the notes it had, 10 downloads? And no real reviews.
And don't forget the geographical problem. Despite claiming to be in Kansas,
Let me guess. The phone number wasn't from Kansas.
the phone number uses a UK international code. It's a total mismatch. The low download count doesn't even matter at that point. This whole cheap, mismatched setup tells regulators everything they need to know.
So the advertised high APR? That doesn't even matter because they're not actually trying to lend money, are they?
Not at all. The lending is never intended to happen. This whole infrastructure, it looks like it's designed specifically for bank account harvesting.
Harvesting. So what does that mean? They sell your data.
They could sell your data, sure.
Yeah.
Or they set you up for identity theft. Or, and this is the most common one, advanced fee fraud.
Where they ask for a small fee upfront to release the funds.
Exactly. A small payment to guarantee a loan that will never, ever arrive. And now these amateur operators, with their Gmail accounts, have your banking credentials.
So the key takeaway for anyone listening is pretty clear then.
Yeah, it's this. Real fintech companies use corporate domains. They have proper state licenses and a verifiable infrastructure. If you really need a cash advance, you need to look for established apps, transparent companies, with millions of verified users.
Right. So you absolutely must avoid any operation that's supposedly run from a residential street using generic Gmail accounts and phone numbers that don't match their location.
Exactly.
It really leaves you with a final thought, though. If an entity can't afford a business domain or a state license, what exactly are they capable of affording to do with your private banking credentials? We'll leave you with that. We'll catch you on the next deep dive.